I think this is this is a perfect example of behavioural science in action. So they charge about 20-25 quid for their product. Now, I think everyone thinks that's expensive, but a lot of people think it's reasonable. I believe Diageo have just bought them for millions. Yeah. That to me is an example of what's called price relativity. They do everything they can to make consumers think that the comparison item should be craft gins. You know, it's cited often in the spirits aisle at the end. The picture on the label looks like a craft gin. It's called a non-alcoholic distilled spirit. So people think, okay, well, I could be buying Tanqueray at 30 quid. You know, Seedlip has no alcohol, so 20 quid, that seems a fair deal. I'll buy it. You know, what they've realised, this idea of price relative, essentially is people do not weigh up prices in an absolute sense. They create a mental comparison set and then judge the good value or not of a product based on that comparison set. That's interesting for Seedlip, because I think you could easily imagine an alternative universe where they had launched as a cordial, which essentially is what they are. Now, if they were cited next to the Ribena, even if this stuff tasted like ambrosia, even if it was the best liquid you'd ever got down your neck, there is no way on earth anyone would pay 20 quid, because they'd be comparing it to the Robinsons, the Ribena. You know, they might pay twice as much, they might pay a fiver, but there is no way they'd spend 20 quid. So, you know, that I think is arguably, you know, whether you like the product or not, kind of by the by, but that's an example of a brand, you know, making huge sums of money by, I think, a very clever application of a behavioural bias.